GMOs are abundantly found in this day and age, but the idea has been around for centuries. Many foods we know today, such as corn, would be how corn was years ago, not the type we can get at the grocery store today. There has been controversy over whether or not GMOs should be allowed, and if so, how should they be introduced. GMOs should be a part of our food industry as it provides health benefits, helps the environment surrounding the farms, and will help feed our growing population. Here is a clip on how GMOs are made.
Plants get instructions for growth and development from their DNA, which contains thousands of genes. Researchers zero in on the gene containing specific instructions for a desirable trait. A copy of that gene goes into the DNA of host plant cells, which are
genetically modified ingredients are found in almost all breads, cheeses, sodas, and processed foods. As of 2016, there is now upwards of 5,000 million acres of genetically modified crops around the world. These crops are mostly found in the United States, Brazil, and Argentina, with anything from potatoes to alfalfa. In the United States, maize, soybeans, cottons, canola oil, alfalfa, papayas, squash, and potatoes are commonly genetically altered for public consumption. GMOs in foods have led to many health benefits. Every low saturated fat, low calorie, or high fiber option found in a supermarket has been genetically modified. In developing countries, many people are affected by malnutrition and in turn suffer from vitamin A deficiency. Over 2 million children are killed a year, and over 500,000 are permanently blinded from vitamin A deficiencies. To combat the effects of vitamin A deficiencies, scientists have developed a new form of rice called golden rice. Golden rice stimulates the body to produce more vitamin A, which allows the citizens in developing countries to achieve higher levels of vitamin A in their diet that wouldn't normally happen if consuming regular rice. When genetically modified crops are grown, the environment surrounding the crops can gather a greater benefit than regular crops. These crops can prevent insects from eating the produce, which allows for less of insecticides and fertilizers to be used. Without insects eating the crops, the farmer can sell all of his produce, not just the pieces that weren't eaten by insects. When pesticides and fertilizers are used on crops, not only do the chemicals gather in the produce, but the excess can flow into water reservoirs such as rivers and streams. Using less of these insecticides and fertilizers helps the environment to provide an ecosystem for everything around it and not push animals to move to a clean area. Next 50 years, 60 billion people are expected to join the 7 billion people already in the world. Crops can be modified to grow faster than they do naturally and allow for more crops to be grown each year. Despite all of the benefits that are associated with GMOs, many believe that genetically modified crops may lead to more problems. Some associations, such as the Non-GMO Project, are weary about allergens and gene transfer through crops. They are worried that consumers don't know what are going into their body and don't know the outcomes, that they may be consuming too much or too little of something. A solution to this growing controversy would be to label all foods manufactured with any forms of GMOs, big or small. The label would show those against GMOs what to avoid while still allowing the sale of products that contain GMOs. Providing health benefits, helping the environment, and feeding the rising world population are just a few of the many positive associations with GMOs and will be found in more foods through the years to come.